In 1948, one man built a car so far ahead of everything else on the road that the most powerful companies in America decided it could never be allowed to exist. It wasn't just fast, it was built to keep you alive in ways no car ever had. And that was the problem, because they didn't just kill the car. They set out to destroy the man who dreamed it up. His name was Preston Tucker, and in the years right after the war, he made America a bold promise. While the giant automakers kept selling the same tired designs they had built for decades, Tucker said he would build the safest, most advanced car the world had ever seen. He called it the Tucker 48, the car of tomorrow, and people believed him. And what the Tucker could do was extraordinary. A third headlight right in the center of the nose that turned as you steered, lighting up the corner before you ever reached it. A windshield built to pop away in a crash instead of shredding the people behind it. A padded dash and a safety space to dive into if the worst happened. Ideas no one else dared to build, decades before any law would ever demand them. And in the back, a powerful engine mounted behind the passengers. The Tucker was smooth, it was quick, it could push past 100 miles an hour when most family cars fought just to reach 60. Low, wide, and beautiful. It looked like nothing else alive. It looked like the future had arrived years early. America went wild for it. It ran on the front page of every newspaper. Thousands of people put their money down on a car that barely existed yet. Dealers signed up all across the country. For one shining moment, it looked like a single man was about to take on the most powerful industry in the world and win. And that was exactly the problem. Because in Detroit, the giants who had owned the American road for decades were watching him. A lone outsider promising to make their cars look slow and unsafe overnight. To them, Tucker wasn't a dreamer. He was a threat that had to be dealt with. And quietly, the knives came out. Almost overnight, the story flipped. A powerful senator turned against him. Government investigators began circling his company, and the same newspapers that once called him a genius started whispering a single poisonous word: fraud. They said the whole thing was a con, that the Tucker would never really come, and one by one, his investors panicked. The money dried up, the factory doors were chained shut, and of the car that was supposed to change everything, only 51 were ever finished. 51, a dream meant for millions of drivers, stopped dead at 51. And then they put him on trial. Preston Tucker, the man who promised America a safer road, now stood accused of swindling the very people who had believed in him. Prosecutors threw everything they had at him. If they won, he would lose his freedom for years to come. The jury came back and cleared him. Not guilty on every single count. He had done nothing wrong, but it no longer mattered. The company was already gone. The dream was already buried. And just a few years later, still fighting to build cars, Preston Tucker died. He was only 53. But here is the part that still stings. Nearly every safety idea they mocked him for, the pop-out windshield, the padded interior, the headlight that follows the road, would end up on almost every car you drive today. He had not been a fraud. He had been right. And those 51 Tuckers that survived, each one is now worth well over $1 million. The world wasn't ready for Preston Tucker, so the world got rid of him. And then quietly built the future exactly the way he had drawn it.